Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be watching Being Homeschooled by Haminations. Now, I personally have never been homeschooled before, but my older brother has. So, I don't know the personal experience of this, but I do know that my brother at least has gone through it. So, if you guys aren't enjoying these videos, these reaction videos, please make sure to leave a like, and also please consider subscribing. It helps out a ton, and it makes me feel better inside. Let's get into it.
What's his deal? We don't know. We just try to avoid him.
That killed
He's
it. That was funny.
Kid. Oh
Hi,
wow. I'm Bryson, and I was a homeschooled kid, and that explains a lot. How did I not see it earlier? See, told you. Thank you. Hey, rude. There's such an unfair stigma against homeschooled kids. Everyone just thinks we're weird and cringe, but most homeschooled.
I've never met a homeschooled child. Like, nobody has ever come to my school saying, "Oh, I was homeschooled." So I really don't know anybody who was homeschooled.
School kids grow up to be well-adjusted members of society, and we're also usually smarter than average. Usually. Weird homeschool kid is a reductionist stereotype that puts people like me in little boxes. You did pick the right box, though, I will admit. Looks like I do fit the stereotype there. Add it to the list right under dumb blonde. I was homeschooled until the 6th grade, and in all honesty, it was a great fit for me. According to this personality...
To be honest, the only time I use dumb blonde is when I'm angry at somebody and I realize they're blonde. That's when I'd be like, "Oh my god, and they're blonde. Dummy." That's the only time I use it. I don't use it anywhere else.
Test I took, I am 96% introverted, so the calm of my home was a much better learning environment for me. My mom even had me try public elementary school, and I really didn't like it. Large crowds of people just inflict psychic damage on me or something.
Group of friends and roaring.
I'm pretty shy when getting to know people, and then all of a sudden, boom, I become the silliest goose of all time. You can tell how comfortable I am around you based on how annoying I'm being. There's a direct correlation there. Because of this, I've
I definitely understand that. If I like somebody more, I'm definitely gonna be more annoying, definitely gonna be more. But if I don't really know you, you can tell if I like you or not. If I don't really know you, I'm gonna space myself. I'm gonna be very quiet, very kept to myself. I'm gonna be very quiet, a very quiet kid. But if I know you, count your days.
Connect well with. But when I was young, I didn't know how to make friends, so I was given a pre-packaged, parent-approved circle of friends because our moms were friends and they'd get together and let us Rugrats play. Hey guys, let's pretend we're wolves! Yeah!
Oh.
Luckily, I grew out of this, unlike some of you. My mom did a great job teaching me. She made learning fun with field trips and games, and the one-on-one teaching worked very well for me. I couldn't do what she did. I'm horrified by how quickly my future kids' math homework will be beyond my knowledge. Instead of experiencing the rite of passage of crying at the kitchen table as their dad tries to help them with their math assignment, they'll have the unique experience of crying with their dad about the math assignment.
That's absolutely too true. I hate math. It used to be my favorite subject, but now that let me not even say I'm in geometry. I'm at that stage of geometry in algebra 2, and I'm hating it. Absolutely hating it. It sucks right now. Sucks. I hate it.
What is 7 times 6? I'm genuinely asking. I don't know what it is.
I'm genuinely
Another thing
asking
that
is
amazes me
outrageous.
about my mom is that whenever we had to move, she would plan these amazing cross-country road trips and make a vacation of it. We saw Mount Rushmore, Yellowstone, the Liberty Bell, Four Corners, Redwood National Parks, and all kinds of fun stuff. I can't imagine planning a big trip like that while raising 5 kids, teaching them how to read and do math, feeding them, and keeping them from fighting. And to make things worse, she didn't even have GPS. She had to print out directions from MapQuest and just pray that she wouldn't make a wrong turn and get lost. I could not have survived that. If there isn't a blue
Your mom, your mom is so better than I, because I use GPS. Yes, GPS is my best friend. If I don't know how to get GPS is my best friend, sorry.
Line showing me exactly where I need to go, I simply won't make it to my destination. People often think that homeschool kids are really good at math and science, but really bad at social interaction. Unfortunately, I'm just bad at both of them. And I know I'm not the only one who feels inadequate watching those documentaries about gifted kids. They're all like, at age 2, he was already speaking English and Spanish fluently. By age 6, he already graduated high school valedictorian. And by age 10, he had a doctorate in neuroscience and astrophysics. And just last month, he earned a Nobel Prize. If someone made a documentary about me, it would be more like, at age 2, he finally learned to walk. By age 6, he learned how to not spill chocolate milk. And by age 10, he was already drawing silly little pictures. The only time I
No. Ours would be a lot worse. Or no. It'll probably be like the same. I actually don't know. I don't know when I started walking. I hope I start walking at a good age. I
remember being good at something in real school was a geography test, because my mom taught me a handy song to remember all 50 states. And I was also good at Punnett squares. So, if both your parents have the AB positive blood type,
I actually was very good at Punnett squares
blood
too.
type doesn't make sense. This means either you have a mutated gene or your dad isn't really your dad. I may be a weird homeschool kid, but spending more time at home definitely helped develop my creativity. I was an imaginative kid by nature, but having art supplies, books, and toys while having access to a big backyard definitely nurtured my imagination. I seriously used to go outside and just
I was such, like I use my imagination a lot as a child. Like, wait, hold up. Let me find it. It's either, I don't know if it's on my phone, because it might be on my old phone. But I slapped a couple pieces of cardboard together in the shape. It wasn't even in the shape of a vending machine. Let's be honest. It wasn't a shape. It wasn't in the shape of a vending machine. But I slapped a couple pieces of cardboard together to make something. And I called it a vending machine. And I raided my pantry and I put all the snacks in there. And I called it a vending machine. Now, what happened after that, it was pure genius. I made a marketing move. I started taking all the snacks out of my pantry and started selling them to the people on my block. I went house to house asking if you wanted snacks. And then eventually it evolved from that to going on the corner of my block with a poster going free snacks. I remember that summer. It was so fun. I made $200 that summer. It was really fun.
Vividly hallucinate that I was on a magical adventure. And when my friends came over to play, we would get on the trampoline and one of them would say, pretend the trampoline is a spaceship and that we're astronauts. And so far as I was concerned, it was real. Alright, cadets. Today we're going to be doing hyperspace training. Be sure to follow all protocols before charting a course. Cadet Josh, take the wheel. Okay, I'll take us to the stuffed animal galaxy. You fool! We can't get to the stuffed animal galaxy directly. We'll have to make a detour in the petting suit galaxy to avoid the cookie crumb asteroid belt. If we go straight there, the asteroids will destroy the ship. The controls are jammed. I can't turn it off. We're gonna crash. Everyone, get to an escape pod.
Never this imaginative, but was definitely imaginative.
You killed us all! No! Kids, you okay? Can't you see that the spaceship exploded and we're dead now, Mom? Oh, that's nice. But my imagination did not stop there. I used to grab a bowl from the kitchen, go outside, gather an assortment of nature's finest materials into a bowl. Grass, leaves, herbs, berries, you name it. And I would pretend I was brewing a magical potion. Mom, drink this. It'll turn you into a giraffe. No thanks. I'll just stick with my sandwich. Fine, I'll drink it. Bryson, don't. Wow, it really worked. Ooh. Having a powerful imagination was a good.
See, I never did that, but one of my neighbors, he was also a kid, but he was like a bit older, so he was knowledgeable, like we thought, and I still like it. You could. I'm actually not sure if it's safe to eat. Well, I mean, it probably wasn't safe to eat exactly, but like it definitely did taste like it was meant to be eaten. Like it went down the throat easily and stuff like that. It was like it looked like grass, but like when you picked it, it tasted like I don't know. It tasted like kind of fiery, like it was spicy. I don't know what exactly. It looked like grass though. But yeah, we used to it like after he told us that, I used to just grab hand like I'm getting the taste in my mouth right now. But we used to just grab hand. Well, not we, me. I used to just grab handfuls and just eat it because like he said it was edible, so why not?
Good thing in many ways, but this also meant that I was scared very easily. Taking the trash out in the dark felt like a life or death experience. I was convinced that an evil clown or alien would kill me if I didn't do it as fast.
Okay, so now that type of imagination is what I had. That is what I had. I was scared to walk out of my room. I was scared to walk down the hallway in the dark. I I hate the dark. Well, not now. That's the only way I can sleep now in the dark. But I used to just hate the dark. Hate the dark. I could not fall asleep without a light on. I really couldn't.
Fast as I could. And of course, when I turned out the last light in the house, I had to run to my room as fast as I could so that a shadow demon wouldn't catch me. Even as an adult, I avoid horror movies. It's just not worth it to me. I'd rather be happy and sleep well. But I wasn't just susceptible to scary things in movies. I also fell victim to fear-mongering stories designed to make me more obedient from my parents. This is Santa. If you're a good boy.
My God, that just unlocked something from my childhood. My grandmother, she had the Santa Claus. It was black Santa. It was black Santa Claus and a black Mrs. Claus, right? And she used to put them at at her house. There was like top of the stairs, and when she didn't want us to bother her while she was playing her solitary game, she would put them at the top of the stairs, plug them in, and they would like start moving, right? But for some reason, it they were the most scariest things known to human being. Like, but only when we were a child, because like I seen them recently, not recently, but like maybe 3 years ago. Um, and they weren't that scary. But like, it was so. Ooh, I can't. It was the most scariest thing you've ever seen in your life.
Hey, he'll give you a present at Christmas. Awesome! And this is the boogeyman. If you're a bad boy and disobey us, he'll kill you. Slowly and painfully. He'll violently rip your arms off and use them to bash your head. Tinker Skin Editor makes it easy for you to customize by your skin. My dad really told me that if I played too many games on the GameCube, that it would take over my mind and I'd never be able to stop playing. This scared me to my core, and it's the reason I didn't start playing a lot of video games until I was 14. But there is something to be said about how good it was for me to play outside all the time. I am grateful that I didn't fry all my dopamine receptors with an iPad at age 5. Instead, I spent my time in glorious nature eating dirt.
I feel like not until, because like when we were younger, we used to be outside. Like when I say we, because I'm with I'm talking about my brothers, but we used to be outside kids every day, outside. There was no question about it. Like we did not stay inside at all. It was always every day outside. Nowadays, we're inside because there's nothing to do outside. But when we were younger, every day outside.
Having fictional fears that never came true was one thing, but even the real life stuff that I was scared of never came true. I honestly thought I would be on fire way more than 0 times. What's the point of knowing stop, drop, and roll if I never get to use it? Quicksand, tornadoes, the Bermuda Triangle, and piranhas haven't been an issue either. What I should have been scared of was housing prices and taxes. No one warned me about that. When I was 5, I was wasting my time watching Thomas the Tank Engine when I should have been investing in...
I actually really love Thomas. I love the live action Thomas. I can do the animated one, but I love the live action Thomas. And not too long ago, I realized that Thomas was a British TV show. I didn't know that.
Real estate. I probably could have purchased this house for 6 Lincoln logs and a stick of gum, but now it costs $2 million. Such an idiot. But I digress. Plus, I'm not dead yet. The quicksand and tornadoes still have a chance to get me.
Damn.
While at school, my house, my teacher, my mom, would give me writing assignments. One of these assignments requested that I write a sentence with at least 50 letters in it, but I decided that was too hard, so to make it easier on myself, I wrote this. Look, Mom, it has 50 letters, just like you said.
Hello
Even
there.
then, I was such a creative problem solver, but for some reason, my mom called it cheating. My mom even sent me to this art class at this lady's house with my friends, and she gave us all kinds of...
That's honestly something I would do, though. Like, hello there. Like, I was just thinking about it. Like, that's honestly something I would do.
Fun projects like paper mache, watercolors, and collages, etc. I'm so glad I developed a love of art at such a young age, because art is such an amazingly fulfilling hobby, and I'm so lucky to be able to do it as a job. And now, I have an amazing superpower. I can imagine anything I want and make it real by drawing it, see? But one of my art projects backfired badly. I decided that the next time I visited my friends, that I wanted us all to pretend that we were Sonic characters. My brother Brody had shown me how to draw Sonic, so I drew a bunch of Sonics with different props and different colors. I basically drew a bunch of Sonic OCs. Do not steal. And I wanted to staple the papers together into a book so that I could bring it to my friend's house and we could all pick which one we wanted to pretend to be. I grabbed the stapler and... I stapled it directly onto my thumb. And at that moment, I finally understood why cartoon injuries were animated like this. Because that's how it felt.
Finger has a heart.
Actually.
Like I said earlier, it was fun to play with the other homeschooled kids. But a frustrating part was that I was usually the one to pitch the game that we should play next. And it usually went something like this. How about we play tag? No. How about we play wizards?
Literally.
No. How about we...
It is the same exact way when you're trying to plan something with people. Hey, you want to go do this? No. Hey, you want to go do this? No. You want to go do... No. Like, honestly, you guys come up with something, because I've been coming up with everything. You know who you are. The group chat, you know who you are.
We play hide and go seek. I'll only play if Jenna plays. I'll only play if Rachel plays. I'll only play if Josh plays. Please just say yes, Josh. Everything is riding on you. I don't want to play. But then it was
Josh,
time
come
to
up with
move
something.
again. I said goodbye to my friends. We did another cross-country road trip and arrived at our new house in California. I made some new friends in the neighborhood, and it was time for me to take on public school. And I hated it. But it's okay to hate things. It builds character. Plus, my grades were really good if we're going by golf rules. And having my friends with me made it a lot easier. And now I'm a very well-rounded, well-adjusted, socially adept young man. Yeah, me and my cousin were hanging
Honestly.
out. We built a Lego set the other day. You like Lego? I love Legos. Did you know the Lego was invented in 1932 in Denmark by a man named Ole Kirk Christiansen? Originally, they were just wooden toys, but eventually they started making interlocking plastic bricks to create a system in which all their toys could be linked together. Despite many hardships, including their factory burning down, Ole and his family persevered and continued to manufacture the unique brick system. Then in 1978, the Lego minifigure as we know it was created. Minifigures are a high-value collector's item. In fact, a recent study showed that buying Lego sets was a better investment than the stock market because of how well they hold their value. This means that buying and building...
I used to also love the Legos as a child. And there's a lot of pictures of me doing a lot of random stuff as a there's a lot there's a lot of random stuff. There's a lot of random pictures of me doing a lot of random stuff as a child. There.
Building Lego sets isn't just a fun hobby, it's a smart way to use your money. Guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out those new plushies.
This was honestly a good video. It brought back so much like childhood memories for me. Even though I was never homeschooled, but like it brought back so many childhood memories for me. That was fun. But if you guys also enjoyed the video, you guys can go check out his channel. It is Haminations. And it's being homeschooled, so if you want to check it out for yourself on his channel. But if you guys enjoyed this video, then you guys can leave a like. You guys can leave a like, and please do consider subscribing. Like I said, it helps me out. It makes me feel better, one, and it helps out the channel. It helps out bunch of yap stuff, basically. But it's good. Click it. Thank you. Bye.